Hello friends, today we're going to be working with a new letter and letter sound, and we're going to be working with the letter Q. Say that with me, Q. Before we start learning about the sound, we need to first practice writing the letter Q. So I'm going to show you over here first how to start writing the letter Q. Alright, so we're first going to start with the capital Q, and the capital Q is going to start at the top line, and it's going to circle all the way down to the bottom line and back up. So watch how I do this. Starting at the top, curve around, down, and up. Perfect. That's the first part of the letter Q. Next, we need a little slash line coming from the center of the Q out, just like that. Perfect. And then we have our capital Q. Now, as you guys know, our capital is the larger letter, so we need to use a big voice when we say capital, and we're going to say capital. Perfect. Just like that. Next, I'm going to show you how to make the lowercase q. The lowercase q is going to start at the broken line, and it's going to also circle down to the bottom and then back up to the broken line. And then there's another part after that, so watch how this works. So I'm starting at the middle, the broken line. I'm going to circle down, bottom, and then back to the middle. Now next for the letter Q, we need to do a stick that comes from the broken line, down, under the bottom line, and it's going to hook to the back, just like that. And now the lowercase q is smaller than our capital, so we need to use a little small voice, and we're going to say lowercase. Excellent. Let's try that again. The big Q is called our capital, so nice and loud, say capital. And then we have lowercase. Excellent. Next, you need to know the sound that the letter Q makes, and the Q says Q. You have to make a little circle shape with your mouth, blow some air out, and go Q. Excellent. Now I'm going to teach you the song and the dance for the letter Q. The letter Q says Q. When we hear that sound, I want you guys to remember an animal called a quail. A quail is a type of bird, and the quail quacks. So that's going to be our song and dance. So watch me first, and then you will get a chance to try. So I'm going to get my hands up for my quail, and I'm going to start. 1, 2, 3. This is the way the quail quacks, the quail quacks, the quail quacks. This is the way the quail quacks. Perfect. Now I want you to try it with me. So stand up, get some room, and get your quails ready. 1, 2, 3. This is the way the quail quacks, the quail quacks, the quail quacks. This is the way the quail quacks. Excellent. Again, we are working with the letter Q, and the Q says Now I'm going to show you some more things that start with the letter Q. Okay, remind me again, what letter are we working on? Q. Perfect. And what sound does a Q make? Excellent. So here is the first picture I want to share with you. This is a picture of a queen. Queen starts with which is the letter Q. Next, I want to show you a question mark. Question. Question mark begins with the letter Q, and Q says Q. And then the last picture I have, it's a very special type of blanket, and it's called a quilt. Yes. Quilt also begins with the letter Q, and the starting sound is Q. So let's say those together. First we have a queen, queen, queen. Next we have a question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And the next picture I have is a quilt, 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 quilt. Perfect. Now I want you guys to practice writing the letter Q with me. Go ahead and get a piece of paper and some crayons, markers, colored pencils, chalk, anything you have. Let's get started. On our piece of paper, we're going to write both the capital and the lowercase. We're going to start with the capital Q. So for the capital Q, I'm going to start with the color black. You guys can pick up whichever color you want to use first. Go ahead and get your crayon and let's get started. So for the capital Q, we're going to start with a very large circle. So start at the top, curve all the way down, and then back up to the top. Perfect. And then we need that little stick right here. A little line that just sticks out. Excellent. Next, we need to work on our lowercase. For the lowercase Q, we're going to start with our circle. So start in the middle, curve down, and then back to the middle. And then next, we need this line down with that back hook. So we're going to make a line down and hook. Excellent. Now you have your lowercase Q. Once you're done with those, let's switch colors. Next, I have a blue-green color. I'm going to start with the capital Q first. Go at the top, make my circle down, and back to the top, and my stick. Next, I'm going to work on the lowercase q. Again, I'm going to start with the circle, middle, bottom, middle, and then next is the down and hook part. So now I'm going to make a line down and hook. Excellent. Now it's time for me to switch colors. Alright, I have the color violet red. What color did you pick? Good. Let's start with the capital. So at the top, curve down, bottom, and back up to the top. Now I need that stick. Stick up. Now we're going to go on to the lowercase q, starting with the circle. Come around the bottom and back to the middle. And now it's time for our stick down with the hook. So I'll make my line down and hook. Now it's time to switch colors. I'm going to I'm going to use my favorite color. And my favorite color is green. Starting with the capital, going to curve all the way down and back up to the top and stick. Now my lowercase q, starting with the circle, come down, around, and now I need to do my line down and hook. Perfect. Go ahead and finish rainbow writing your letter Q with the rest of the colors you have.